Hi, this is Sherry with UpOrDownThereBeautiful.blogspot.com. I wanted to show you the book that I'm making. It's going to go in my purse, so it's not real big. The chipboard, which is the front and the back covers, are cut at 5.5 by 6.5 inches. And then the papers on the inside are cut at 5 by 6. What I'm going to use this for is to keep track of the Cricut cartridges that I have. I mean, it's not that I have that, many, but, when you get to the store and you've got kids yelling and you get distracted or you're in a hurry and, you just want to run in and see the sales and get back out, you need to know what you have. So I'm going to keep my Cricut cartridges, my embossing folders, and then in the back there's a section for me to do to draw sketches or to write down ideas that I have that I don't want to forget for future cards or projects that I'm going to put on my blog. So to finish this, I need to cut one more inside card. I'm going to move this out of the way here. We need to cut one more inside card at 5 inches. And I'm going to show you the tools also that I used to make this. So let's get this out of our way. I've read mixed reviews about this Provocraft cutter. I did have to buy and replace the first blade almost immediately. But since I've replaced the first blade, I've not had any trouble at all with it cutting or how it cuts. And so I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. I also used the label punch from Stampin' Up! And this I cut 3 of. And they're going to go on the inside of my book to separate the sections that I have. Let me put that aside. This is the paper pack that I chose to use. I love pink and real bright colors, so this is what I used, and I used the 3/4 inch loose leaf rings. Let me put that out of the way. And the next thing that I used was my good old-fashioned Crop-A-Dile. And what I did was I figured out where I wanted to punch my holes. Then I just lined them up. And now with the Crop-A-Dile, you can cut through, oh my gosh, I cut through probably 10 or 15 different, let me get that paper out of there. I cut through probably 10 pages at a time. Now the pages in the front are cardstock, and then the pages in the back for my ideas and my sketches are just regular paper. So I'm going to open the rings on the end here, and before I open that, I'm going to go ahead and put my labels on. That would be the way to go here. Okay, we've got 3 labels. And we're going to put some ATG tape on these and fold in there where it went over a little bit. And we're going to line up our first label. There we go. And here we go with our second one. Now this is going to be for my embossing folders. I absolutely love my embossing folders, and I do have a thing, a set of samples. I keep them right up here at the front of my desk, and it's all my embossing folders, where I got them, so that I found I use them more if they're directly in front of me. Kind of out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, and you forget that they're there if you don't have something to see, because I have all mine put in a in a nice little box. And let's see, let's try to get this the same height. Nothing I ever do is perfect, so if you're looking for perfection, I figure you either want to get it from somebody else or buy it from the store. Is kind of my attitude about it. Okay, and then our third section, which is the sketches and the ideas, and put those on there. And you probably could use some regular glue if you wanted to, but I would think that it would stick better with, you know, ATG or Redline or score tape. Okay, so there's our dividers for our book. Put that back where it goes. Okay, let's open our book back up. Slide this through there. Okay, here is our first. You know what? Let's label these before we try to put them in the book and then not be able to see or not be able to write. Okay, these are our Cricut cartridges. Our embossing folders. And you know, if you have a little label maker, that would be great. I eventually want to get one because I like things to be symmetrical and it kind of drives me crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you're still in there. It kind of drives me crazy when they're not symmetrical. And I bumped my camera. The next one is sketches and ideas. Okay, let me put that back. Okay, so we get our book back over here. We start with our first slot, which again is our Cricut cartridges. Let me close that up a little so I can go through. Now, I didn't put a lot of pages for my Cricut cartridges and embossing folders and things because, you know, you can write a lot on each page and flip on the back, and I really don't have that many. But you can always add more, you know, if you need them. So that's the good thing about using these clips instead of binding the book, is that you can always put in bigger clips and increase your book. Now we go back here to where the last of the book is. And of course, if you want to add another section where you want to keep track of your Copic markers, if you have those, you know, they have a chart, but again, this is something you could carry in your purse and have your Copic marker chart at the house. So you always have, you know, same thing with your inks, and I may even put in a section for my inks, because I'd like to start collecting, and not collecting, but using Tim Holtz Distress Inks. So, here is my book, and I will probably decorate it with my initial on the front, but I don't want to make it bulky. I want it to lay flat so it doesn't get ruined in my purse. Here's my Cricut cartridges, my embossing folders, and my sketch and idea section. So I think it turned out pretty good. Thanks for visiting me today, and happy crafting. Bye.